way to start. We're gonna continue. Some more Metal Gear for the time being, and who knows, something else later. What did we do last? Actually, I mean, I know we beat the chick. Oh, right, we're down here. Right. Oh, did you see that comment, dude? Why do I have no music? Where's my sound? Did I accidentally, like, turn off sound in this for some reason? Oh, I gotta start music. Why is this muted? That's weird. Oh no. Asshole. They just throw another one. Dude has a fucking cannon for an arm. Holy shit. Dead, aren't I?
Snake.
Okay, so for some reason I couldn't get past that one. So they just keep coming, it seems. Oh, okay. That was easy. Anyway. Dude, I'm so happy it's not fucking 100 degrees out.
Who goes there?
Revolver. He's got cowboy boots.
Oh, Shalashaska.
Oh.
Why are you here?
Oh, is
We
that
thought you were
revolver?
with the colonel. What the?
What the?
The colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Okay.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck
Oh,
is
boy.
sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
technology was exposed.
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Are you sure it's not the
Okay,
beach?
Snake, let's go over this one more time.
Okay.
Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots.
Okay.
Metal Gear from the front, front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking.
My front right or its front right?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Of
Just
course.
spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Motherfucker.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed.
Okay.
I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And
God,
one more thing.
shut up.
The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much
Got
time
him.
do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he
7
throws in a
minutes.
joke or two.
7
A
minutes
7-minute
is all I
time
have
limit,
to
huh?
spare.
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
Hey, good old Snake, don't sneak a little dick pic in there, right?
Every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to
Is that
compete with
blood?
the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these
That
pirate
is
weapons
definitely blood.
forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
Okay.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
It's fine. We're fine.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. We The Marine Corps will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of RAID. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air backgrounds. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
I don't know if I crawl on that if I make noise.
Ours is not the only military project devoted to
That was close.
But it is a fact that players in favor of
Oh my God, it's
policy
still
are
going.
attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to
Jesus.
have her or her children experience the horror of
Oh, this is awkward. I wasn't sure where that was going.
Respond! Snake! Snake!
Noted. Don't bump into the boy.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease, rest a little.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Stop kidding around.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter. It is my... I have a daughter. It is my... I have a daughter. It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Okay. Is this where it is?
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's a big one.
Metal Gear.
I don't know why it's just like, hey, there's John. There's Metal Gear.
Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. You must be tense.
Good.
Do a little stretching, shall we? Left. Down. Right. Front.
Good.
Getting back to the topic at hand. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community.
I think you guys were all being big old dummies.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirate forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
I don't remember where I have to go turn this stuff in at.
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right,
Yep.
the front,
Yep.
and the front left,
Yep.
and a close-up of the Marines marking on the
Got it.
prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area
Southeast
to
end of the
transmit
area.
them over to me. Send me something.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology.
To reset that guy.
Proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NVT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
The southeast
The
end.
brain drain of nuclear specialists and the black market trade in weapons grade plutonium has been fueling a cottage industry.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Whoopsie daisy.
Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon.
So I have all four.
Yours. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Want to keep talking there, bub?
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next gen.
Okay.
But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community.
Come on.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age. The Metal Gear Rex development
Is it not
on Shadow
gonna-
Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability.
Is it not going to switch?
The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NVT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that.
Okay. That one was on me. I wasn't fully paying attention. I looked up. I can get the mini map. Whoops.
It's onboard joint tactical information distribution. Its onboard joint tactical information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the Great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Okay.
George Sears.
Now we can go.
George Sears
I hope.
his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given
Honey.
did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads.
Maybe because you secretly hate
But
me.
even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up costed his influence in the political community. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was
On-stream
supposedly the
remote.
first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct...
Well, that sounds like you're
there was
a problem for your
calculated
bot,
intent
if we're
to
being
cash
honest.
in on this
Southeast.
opportunity
Bud?
by specific
I go
interests
up?
within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. We will bear that in mind.
Where do I...
Proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NBT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again.
I don't know where I'm supposed to turn this stuff in at.
The you see is here to prevent that possibility. The brain drain of nuclear specialists and the black market trade in weapons grade plutonium has been fueling a
It said southeast. I want southeast.
since late last century. Add Metal Gear to the mix.
Hang on. Hey, everybody.
Snake,
I wanted to
respond.
chime in with my
Snake?
alert sound.
Snake!
How funny doing? Wait, did it just quit me out? Did I just hit quit by accident? I did, didn't I? Motherfucker. Am I gonna be all the way back where? Oh no, I haven't saved it. Motherfucker. Alright, let's do this all. God damn it, we just all did this. God, fuck me. Okay. We're gonna skip all this dialogue.
Okay, Snake.
Speed it up a little bit.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear Force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability.
Like, it's safe to assume Southeast is down on the map, right?
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
But what if we had 2 Metal Gears?
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this.
What was
This
up here
weapon
again?
will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear Force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
Okay. Oh, I was wondering what that beeping noise was.
The
I think it's
shift
me
in the
having,
balance
like,
of
no
power will
health.
mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind.
I'm really glad they
Ours is not the
paused
only
time for that.
military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project.
Please look the other way.
But I promise you that they will not succeed.
Oh, because I have low health. That's where the blood is coming from.
This turned out to be longer than expected. At ease. Rest a little. I have a daughter.
Oh my god, it was
My
right
greatest wish
fucking...
never to have
It's right there.
her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious.
Oops.
Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise.
Put that guy to
underwater,
sleep in the middle of this
move in
his talk.
undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard joint tactical information
Actually kinda funny.
distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war.
Okay.
As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier,
Plenty of time. Damn. Look at this BIOS. Actually, that's not BIOS. It's all command prompts, isn't it? Can you get the damn password right, man?
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next one...
Why'd he stop talking? Speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos. Get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Oh boy. How the fuck am I gonna get out of here? This revolver ocelot coming out.
Excellent speech, my
Yep.
friend.
Who the?
Hula.
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Damn.
Identify yourself.
Truer words never spoken, especially as of recently.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Meet Revolver Ocelot. Spaghetti Cinema? What?
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, hell yeah. It's real quiet.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do?
Why
Steal
was it
this
Spaghetti
thing?
Cinema?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Where'd the rest of the guys go? Oh.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
Oh boy.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the
that's-
touch of this button.
It's great.
That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
What was that position of laying down? Did he want to be painted like a French girl?
Almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you
Okay.
talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Classic.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Okay.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot.
The who?
You Have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Glukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Glukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Got a cool little coke scene. Got a hat. Damn. Kill both of them.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Dude, he's got some freaking mutton chops. Does he have mutton chops, or are those just his braids?
Show's over. If you wish to
Ponytails.
live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we should probably go. Probably get the fuck out.
Don't let him get away!
Oh my god, how are you guys that bad at aiming?
Ocelot!
No, he just has a really swirly mustache. Okay. Oh, is he remembering?
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Okay.
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies.
Damn.
But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Oh yeah, about Olga. Yeah, sorry about her, man. You know, just knows how to control it right off the bat. Together.
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Oh boy. I'm just gonna take a little nap. It's fine. Oh, they're all dead. You guys doing fantastic. Doing great.
We have a problem.
Is this sucking up the water?
Okay, that's a thing.
Snake! Snake!
Okay. Oh, lordy.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
One dive. You should probably get to land. If we're gonna be in.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Game over.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that it asks. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb, determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together. Oh, I thought there was going to be more.
The sinking of that tanker 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
Of course. Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Okay.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
I think this is where I specifically remember watching a friend play.
Come in from downwind and
Yeah.
fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Now for your top priority.
I said it's orangish and it has a bunch of catwalks.
Watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What's that song room chat? I feel sexy song that the Prince sings, I think. I just think of the
What are
catwalk
their
line.
demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think
Billion?
they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government.
Okay.
The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario.
Oh, boy.
If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
And then BP oil said, holding my beer.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
That's honestly a reference I didn't think I'd ever make.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Okay.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Why is my hair white?
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything
I like how they
changes.
explain that.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
With your feet, silly.
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Okay.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Are there hatches with squares and
Copy that.
triangles?
Moving on to
and,
main mission objectives.
hexagons, and that is so many. Oh my god, that is actually a little creepy. Ew. The fuck? Oh my god, there's so many bugs. Why are there so many bugs? Oh my, oh, that's a lot of roaches. Roaches are fucking nasty. I think out of all the bugs, roaches are like the ones that give me the ick the most. Ooh. Piece of candy. What the fuck was that?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Huh? Alright, what are we doing in here? I knew it. Parade him. Parade him. For Grey Fox.
There's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Whoa! N-word.
Use the node
Calm down.
to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The
Simple enough.
nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
En garde, mes amis. Okay. Before we continue, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. We'll probably keep going in this. It's kind of a good stopping point, I feel like. But maybe we'll keep going. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But give me a couple minutes. I'll be right